Now, the story starts, you're a 10-year-old, and Rick Pitino, is a 35-year-old coach of the Knicks. Did you have that job as a ball boy before Pitino?
Well, yeah, what happened was 1989 was Coach's second year as the head coach of the Knicks. That's when I got the job. I actually got it through Mark Jack and Mike Saunders, who was the trainer at the time. I met them in a parking lot. Next thing you know, it led to me being the ball boy for the Knicks, and kind of the rest has been history, and it's been a storybook for me.
And the storybook continues. You know Pitino there. Then Pitino ends up coaching Lexington, Kentucky, and in Lexington, and you go there as a walk-on. It's just, you're tied together with him.
It's unbelievable. He can't get rid of me. I just keep showing up, reappearing in his life everywhere. He brings me down to Kentucky. I wanted to be a coach, and he brought me down almost like apprenticeship in coaching was my college career. And then when I got out of college and I was done playing, I got right into coaching at a young age. And then I was fortunate enough, about 5 years in, he brought me down to Louisville with him as an assistant coach, where I was with him for 6 years as an assistant. So it's just been remarkable. I've been very fortunate to have him in my life. And obviously he's like a second father to me and means the world.
So were you looking forward to this matchup, or were you hoping that maybe you wouldn't have to face him?
Well, it's one of those things where, when you go into the tournament, you want to win, you want to do well, you want to have success. And to be honest with you, Coach Pitino, after I looked to see where Manhattan goes and where we're going, the next thing I was looking for is to see where Louisville goes and where Coach Pitino's going. So from an emotional standpoint, to have to go against in your first NCAA tournament ever, a person that means so much to you and that's done so much for you in the first round, it becomes business very quickly. And you understand that, and I understand that all the emotions have to come out of it, and it's business. He's going to try to beat me, and I got to try to beat him.
Have you talked to him at all since that came out?
Oh, yeah, we spoke Sunday night. It was last Sunday. We spoke this morning, and, we've been having some fun with it. But, we also understand, he's letting me get my team ready. He's getting his team ready. And, we'll go to a nice dinner this summer, and the loser, whoever loses, will get taken to a nice dinner, and we'll go from there.
Now, Steve, I would assume, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you're both not going to surprise each other. I mean, you know him. He knows you. You're probably running the same stuff that he runs in Louisville, just with different players, right?
Yeah, it's what I think, what we do here at Manhattan is I've really duplicated or tried to duplicate as best I can everything he's done, everything I learned under him at Louisville. I don't really get a lot of originality points, so there's going to be a lot of familiarity with one another. That being said, in college basketball today, there's no secrets. Everyone knows what everyone does. The key is, can you stop them from doing what they want to do? And that goes for any team, whether we're playing in conference, out of conference, but obviously with these two teams, the players know each other, the coaches know each other, and, we'll have a lot of the same play calls. We'll be coming down running a play, and it'll be called the exact same thing that Louisville runs. So you're going to see two mirror images of each other.
Are your kids caught up in this too?
No, here's how we're handling it. This is our next opponent. They have strengths, they have weaknesses. That's all this is about. We can't let them get to their strengths, and we have to try to exploit their weaknesses. If we do that, and we play extremely well, we'll have a chance. If we don't, it's going to be a very tough game for us. And that's what college basketball is. You can't let good teams play to their strengths. And that's what we have to understand. It's not about Louisville. It's not about Coach Pitino. It's not about myself. This is about the players on the court and not letting each other play to their strength.
Now, one thing I want to make everybody know, that Steve Masiello, the head coach of Manhattan, is on with us. It's not just about your connection with Rick, because 3 years ago you took over Manhattan program, Steve, 6-25, and this year they're 25-7. That is an extraordinary turnaround. I mean, how did you do it so quickly?
Great people. I have a terrific coaching staff that just that have a tireless work ethic, and I have a great group of young men who are so coachable and such high character that it makes my job very easy. So whatever I say, they listen to, they do it, and they don't ask questions. They're just a great group of men who want to be coached and want to get better and want every single edge they can get, whether it be in basketball, in life, in the classroom. So for me, it's a dream come true, because very rarely do you get a group of people who follow your lead as well as they do. I just give them the blueprint. They go out and execute. They do all the work.
You're at a school, at a conference where it can be a very transitional job to be able to move on to bigger and better things. Is there a plan for you beyond this season, how long you want to be at Manhattan and what you aspire to be in your career?
I want to make Manhattan one of the, if not the, elite mid-major job in the country. This is home for me. I haven't been home in New York, and I can't tell you how long. 4 years at UK, a year at Tulane, 6 years at Louisville. I've spent 11 years away. There's no better feeling than after a win going to get a great slice of pizza at 11 at night and then enjoy doing shows like this. This is what New York City's about. I'm a New York City kid. So for me to be able to have success home, it's a dream come true. It's just another chapter in the story for me. I think the real key in the challenge is it's one thing to have success. It's another thing to sustain success. That's the key. Can we sustain success at this level? That's what we have to do now, and that's the next step for Manhattan College, the community, and myself. And I'm more than up for the challenge, and I can't wait to tackle that.
All right, let's be honest. Were you a good ball boy or a bad one?
I was decent. I was much better earlier in my career when I was ball boy the first year. I think I complacency set in a little bit, and I was pretty good. I had a good first step. I got on the court quickly. I did what I had to do, and I got out of there.
Did you? I mean, a 10-year-old Steve Masiello. I always ask this question: did you ever dream this big? What did Steve Masiello, when he was 10 years old, want to be?
It's one of those things where every kid who's around the sport thinks they're going to be a pro in that sport, and you want to do that. And then the next best thing is you want to be around it in some capacity. I never thought I'd be in the place I am today. And I say that with great humility, just from the standpoint of I just been able to have such great people around me who've been able to guide me. My parents, Coach Pitino, Charles Oakley, who's coming down to the game here tomorrow. I mean, just people who have been in my life who've molded, helped me along the way. I've just been a beneficiary of a lot of great people, and I'm living a dream come true. So I have great gratitude for where I am.